All right. What's going on, YouTube? Coming to you live, Weston Nelson with my friend Trading Nichols from the Crypto Cave. Thank you so much for joining us for this late night stream, a little later than usual, actually. We wanted to come and talk to you today about the Fantom ecosystem, the NFTs, and the future DeFi that is happening right now in front of our very own eyes. So you probably want to be aware of it, be a part of it, and learn as much as you can. And we're here to share that info with you. So on that note, please keep in mind, nothing we say here is financial advice. Always do your own research. And if this is of interest to you and you want to talk more, come join us in the Crypto Cave. We got a 7-day free trial. And on that note, I want to hand it over to you, Trey Nichols. I know you've got so much to talk about. Your mind is spinning with all the NFT gameplay you've been doing.
Yes.
But what's happening on Fantom with RM, and what is RM?
So you must be referring to Rarity Manifested. And basically, just a couple of days ago, all you could do was just mint these NFTs. And now you can mint them, play with them, name them. Well, I think you were able to name them right away. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. You might have to teach me how. But now you can send them on adventures. We've even found websites that gets us access beyond the official site, so we can go into caves and dungeons that let us die. Don't do that. If you have a brand new character that's not leveled up yet, it's like my dungeons sense, Spidey sense says I'm gonna die.
I think I died, right? We'll find out, but so
that one I couldn't get to work yet, but
okay, yeah. So like a bunch of UIs are popping up basically, and the point here is that so Andre Cronje, of Yearn, who I think I just realized I should call him Yandre, lowercase y, Andre Yandre. Seems very fitting. Hopefully he thinks that's funny too. But look at this Etherscan. This is so 2 seconds ago. I mean, this is what's happening on the Rarity Manifested game. So, and where were we at transactions? Didn't we say there were like, oh yeah, right here, 2 million.
Yeah. Is that just for this NFT or Fantom as a whole?
No, that's just this NFT. Fantom as a whole.
Sorry for the squeak.
Yeah, that was an interesting noise. No, so Fantom as a whole, for people who don't know this, Fantom actually exceeded the transactions of Ethereum yesterday. So please let that sink in if it hasn't yet. We've been talking about this in the Crypto Cave for quite a while now. We actually found a post from like a month ago that was funny where we're like, yeah, these Taro and Scream, they're going to be monsters. And of course it's panned out like that, but it's because of the fundamental infrastructure that Fantom has built up, right? They have a superior consensus mechanism. They have, the NFT basically marketplace of the world that's going to replace OpenSea, in my opinion, about to launch. And then this incredible game that we don't really know what it is yet, but it's going to be something pretty cool. And so here's one of those other front ends that we found. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing my screen. Which is this, like, you build these skills up.
This is I think in this UI, is this the one where you can actually set it to automatically make sure they level you every day?
Yes, you can actually.
You can
like do your. I think it was this. Yeah, it's this one. You can actually daycare. Makes sense.
You can send your NFTs to daycare while you go to work.
Yeah, but like I think I'm gonna focus on my wizard. I still don't really know what I'm doing here. Love it, FDM. Yeah, and so speaking of, and this is all we wanted to cover on the FTM front, or excuse me, did I just say NFTM? Uh,
Put FTM into the NFT. Okay, you're just
yeah,
making all
yeah,
kinds
yeah.
of conjuncted things today.
Well, crypto has kind of morphed into, again, it all started with decentralization and with Satoshi and Bitcoin, right? And then Ethereum, and then DeFi emerged, and this idea of tokenization and DAOs, and now NFTs and DAOs and identity and Web3 and all these things. They're all going to merge together eventually. Privacy. There's just so many use cases for what this technology. But now, yeah, so NFTs are coming to Fantom with seemingly everyone else. But what I wanted to show was the prices of some of the major tokens. I mean, so Taro, I think hopefully anybody who's been listening to me shout from the rooftops on my, Twitter handle and in our crypto cave, I'm extremely bullish on this project for many reasons, but currently breaking out well above the this is the 15-minute and the 7 and 21 EMAs I've got pulled up here. I mean, just on a tear, but still low market cap. Fantom is about to hit $2. Scream 160. Boo. I mean, look at these. These are kind of the staples, I'd say, and then maybe add. I don't know if Liquid Driver was actually being covered in here, but I would consider them personally kind of one of the key staples. Would you say so, or
I haven't played with
see
that
that
one
this is?
yet. I've mostly used a Spooky Swap, Spirit Swap, Tarot, Scream. I haven't played with Liquid Driver beyond our initial look on it in our video last week.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're going to have to give me
Well,
your vision on it if you've been working with it. I haven't worked with that one much yet.
oh yeah. Well, Liquid Driver is quite exceptional. They're so first of all, this is not accurate, by the way, this price. So let's go to like
Yeah, that doesn't look to be graphing.
nope, that's not accurate. But the other ones are. But let's go to Spirit Swap. Let me pull up the Liquid Driver website, because they just launched their V2 like rewards where now you can claim on a uh, daily basis, I believe, which is fantastic. But I want to show you this here. Okay, and you get dual emissions. So here I'm on Spooky. Now, can you see Spirit Swap?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So uh, so if we were to exchange quickly to Liquid Driver, we should be able to see a quick price check, which I don't know what these are. LQDR. This is how you can also, if you're wondering like what is the price of something currently on the going rate. I do this a lot.
I'll put it against like a DAI or USDC. Okay.
Yep. There you go. 486. I knew that chart wasn't right. So 46. That's actually, I think that's pretty substantial growth actually for Liquid Driver.
And remember, if you join our Discord, you can say .c any ticker you want on Fantom, and then what time frame, and it will just populate a graph. And it even puts the price against Fantom if you're trying to put in a liquidity provider pool, so that you can be like, okay, well, it's really out racing Fantom. It might not be as safe to put these two things together into a pool. So it's a tool that doesn't just tell you the price; it helps me decide my risk level of putting them
Yes.
together in LP. So
Yes.
very
And I
helpful.
did demonstrate that um, on the screen there while he was talking. I don't know if
Yeah, you
you
did.
saw that.
It's
Okay.
perfect.
Well, I was gonna say that like it's very useful. Don't get distracted by the Owen Wilson.
I have
um,
mine to only
that's
go if I hover over. I see you have a different
that's
Discord setting.
that's the oh, okay, the we've also got, so we got a bunch of bots in here that you can use and you can query privately, via DM, or like if you want to share them. I love DeFi. I'm kind of doing the DeFi den, so I want to share these things. This is Fantom on the daily with the MACD. Taro has just been hanging in there. We got the Fantom I bot, which is an incredible bot for like checking out the Fantom ecosystem. There we go. There's our top performers over the last 24 hours. Pretty cool stuff, right? So again, that's in our community, Crypto Cave, if you want to join it. But and we've got the 7-day free trial, so nothing to lose. You actually literally don't have to put in a credit card to join our community. You just have to be interested in crypto and want to learn, and we will probably get along just fine. So on that note, let's go back to I was going to show Liquid Driver, right? You're supposed to say yes, right? Was I? I think so. Where was that tab? Here it is. Okay. Tabs are become plentiful. So now this isn't right either. Let me refresh this.
All right, so liquidity driver. I want to make a quick note. I know we punched in on the NFTs. There wasn't a ton to say, but we always have a ton to say about Fantom as a whole. Okay, so what's amazing is every time I have some funds that I want to change how I'm dealing with it, and I have to send it to another central exchange, it's extremely painful. But while I'm using Spirit, while I'm using Spooky, I've got to take a look at this liquid driver as well a little bit more. Now that the DOIOR looks good, the moment you don't have your funds in a contract staked or something, those funds are instantly available at the other locations. And if you're used to using Ethereum, you might be aware of this, but for some reason that just didn't hit me until I was dealing with Fantom and spending 0.2 cents for a transaction.
What you're saying is
some congested trades that cost me 0.3 Fantom, but it's still 66 cents. It's not an $80 Ethereum that when congested is $400 to $1,600.
Yeah, and what you're talking about here is on a centralized exchange, which your funds can be just locked up at any point. By the way, I know many people have experienced that, but if you haven't, it's not fun. When you're DeFi, that's, it's on you. Now you do have to take more responsibility, but it's on you. And the other thing is you have what Trey Nichols is referring to is you unstake somewhere, you instantaneously have access to those assets to put them on a different platform. So say you wanted to go to, Cream, where we got Hawk, Spirit Weaver, one of our other partners, the co-founders of the Crypto Cave. He was on Cream and he was getting 60% for a few minutes while the APR was high. And then, you could just unstake when it goes down and then go to Scream while it's up and put it there. It's not like you got to transfer.
Scream tends to stay up. Cream is a little more variable and dies popped off every night. While Scream is just a steadily, could be 30, 34% between the 20% on the asset itself, another 8 to 10% where you get Scream in addition.
Yeah, I mean, literally. I'm sorry, I'm reading the question here.
You were wondering about
ETH charge me. Oh my gosh!
Ooh,
don't even get me started.
Wow, yeah, I feel that die.
That is painful. I was claiming something. I was doing something today on Ethereum, and I was like, "This is why I really dislike Ethereum." I think I was on the phone with you or Hawk, and it just reminded me oh yeah, this is terrible. We're never going to onboard mass amount of people until we can get the costs low enough and the use cases, good enough, which is what Fantom has done, which is why we're so bullish on the ecosystem, not just DeFi, but NFTs, gaming, GameFi, our tokenized community, which we hope to be obviously a great success and a place that educates people on all these components, and is just a fun place to be, because we're in the information age, and you got to be a part of something. So why not be a part of people who believe in the crypto and the technology that it enables? So again, sorry for the 1 ETH that you were charged. If that was the
and trust
case.
me, I'm not laughing about the 1 ETH. I'm laughing that 12 hours ago, Fantom was popping off, and that's why we didn't shoot 12 hours ago.
Oh yeah, we were trading like a lot.
Yes.
Today was a very, very good day for the Crypto Cave members, I think, in general, and anybody who was on the network, Fantom. But yeah, so Liquid Driver, what this is similar to, I would again compare it to like a Taro, except not leveraged, like a Reaper, except not. It's kind of unique in its concept. It's where you actually have to have an LP position on a DEX, a decentralized exchange. So like Spirit Swap, Spooky Swap, right? You get a pair of assets that you provide liquidity to here, and then you have a potion. They call them potions. I don't know why, but they are. And then you would take that potion and you would put it here and stake it. And in this one, say you were in the Boo FTM, in addition to what you're getting on Spooky, you're also getting LQDR, which we just showed the price was what? 484, 488, 484.8. 100% APR on that, 37% APR in Wrap Fantom, and a trading fee in addition to all of that.
So is that different than Taro? Because Taro, I'm always claiming Taro rewards. And I'm not aware of getting the normal token that I would if I did it directly through the DEX that I set the potion up on.
So it's a little bit different in the sense that Taro is for leveraged LP positions. So say you want to leverage your LP position and get some pretty ridiculous APRs, which is why the TVL is just exploding on Taro. What? Go ahead.
Forgive me for saying it's just last night they were 3 times as much. So I think a lot of people have decided to jump in, and that's great. That's wonderful for the space. It raises the price for everybody. You make the money on the price maybe more than the interest rate. It's attracting people in, and there's only so much more to go around. So if more people are in, you get less.
Correct.
But, yes.
$1.87 Fantom. We might hit $2 tonight. We might hit on this stream. But here's what's really incredible. So Taro, so 363. This is just remarkable. I bought in at 14 cents 2 weeks ago. It's crazy. The market cap. Please look at this. $20 million. They have 80 million value locked. And what they allow you to do is leverage your LP positions on a blockchain that costs 2 cents to do it. What is going to happen? Like, just think about it. I mean, I'm not going to say I know the answer one way or the other, but I do see the dominoes falling very clearly in a direction.
Typically, if a lot of total value locked brings the price up. It's how that works.
Yes, thank you. That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's that's why we're very bullish on it. And for so we're talking $20 million token. That's a baby in crypto. Like, what is when I think of well, let's just go over the top ones. Like when I think of useless, or not useless, but really kind of like, okay, XRP, right? We're $50 billion Dogecoin, 33 billion Polkadot, Bitcoin Cash, I mean Litecoin. This is all just, in my personal opinion, really just kind of useless zombie chains. There's no point. There's no purpose of them. People just are holding the token still. So when you see something for 20 million that has incredible utility, pay attention.
There's a ton of things to do with it. It's not just a store of value. A lot of the emerging cryptos can't get away with just being a store of value anymore. I mean, you're always have your Bitcoin maxis. You're always going to have that, I believe. But for usefulness, there are chains that are cut above. I truly believe.
Yeah, and I agree with you. And that's why I always like to say, like, maximalism. Don't be maximalist in anything. If anything, be a maximalist in being balanced. If you
You just said an oxymoron, but I love it. Don't worry about
I know,
it.
I know.
But you love crypto as a whole, and
yes, it's decentralization.
Yes.
Bitcoin is wonderful, right? It digitizes gold, the property of gold, which is wealth, which for 5,000 years, humans have used as a store of value, to always know that, listen, currencies are debased. Yes, that happens. Governments ruin money. Fiat doesn't work ever, and it never will. It never has. It never will, and it's dying. I mean, I don't even feel like that's an opinion. That's actually, that's my opinion.
That's a historical repeating fact.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
That always happens.
And now, though, what's different is we have a solution because of technology. We're alive in 2021 at the most exciting time to be alive in, the information age. We've got this thing called cryptography with the internet and blockchain. Bitcoin serves a purpose. Ethereum serves a purpose. And then there's these other incredible things that are coming up, like Fantom and Solana. I still am very impressed by Solana, but as far as like an L1 that's gonna, Cardano, no, I'm not a fan personally. Again, some people are, and that's fine. I'm not saying it's terrible, but they move at the snail's pace, and crypto moves at like a cheetah's pace, I guess. Like, look at what Fantom has done over the past month, and look what Cardano has done. And that's how I would say, think about your decisions. And I've got Scream up here because 23 million market cap. Okay, well, what is the market cap of Compound? Scream is a fork of Compound and Aave, by the way. $2.4 billion. 23 million. So on a cheaper chain to get borrow lend rates.
Is Compound fully on Ethereum? Do they have all those fees?
Compound has failed to innovate, in my opinion. I shouldn't say that. Robert Leshner, who founded it, brilliant human being.
But you need a lot more money to deal with those fees. Yeah, it's not for your average retail trader.
Well, and really, I'd say all the best traders are going to be multi-chain anyways too, because it's like, why would I want to pay $1,000 to do anything when I can pay 1/100th of a penny?
I paid my record fee today because I was about to get liquidated on a leveraged pool that everyone else was trying to get out of. I had to pay more to get out. It cost me 1/3 of a Fantom. That was record breaking. Right? That's worse, relatively speaking, to the tiny fee, a $1,400 Ethereum fee.
Yeah, no, but your fee in dollar terms,
because
was like
normally it's
right?
a fraction of a penny.
Yeah. Right. But I'm joking, saying like, oh, it was rough. No, so, but the whole point is like, okay, again, we're looking at this, be forward looking is my message about like fundamental research, okay, so this is a fork of Compound on Fantom, which is a better network. We have a market cap that is literally 1/100th about the size of Compound. Does the same thing, if not better. Where are you going to place your bets? It's up to you, of course, always. But I know I am heavily into Scream and Tarot and Cream and Spirit, Spooky, Liquid Driver. These are all to me, they're just no-brainers. Look what they're doing. They're innovating so fast and on Fantom, and Fantom is just incredible. Their team and their, Andre, I guess, is technically part of the core team now. I didn't know that was always the case or if that's new, but Andre Kanye, Yandre, that is. But honestly, I was going to talk about why Fantom, but you can probably read this. That's all you need to know. There's also something called FVM, which
I know it's moving fast, and the price is going up fast now. But years have gone into this project. It's not to say that they got fast from shortcutting. It's a lot of brilliant work. They did the work, and it's ready to go.
Absolutely, and they were about to be in May too, until a big crash came. Hit a lot of people, myself included.
Everybody's vulnerable to that. When Bitcoin got hit really hard recently, Ethereum too, so did Fantom. I just had a lot more recent gains to make up the difference.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's check this out. What did? Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading this question here for some reason. What did I see?
I'll read it for you then. Can you guys do a look at Augury Finance Infinitum NFT when you have a chance? I'm really curious what you think.
Do you have tickers?
Yeah, the ticker is NFTM. I'll pull it up.
Okay. NFTM on which chain?
And while that loads up, earlier question, they were wondering, is Liquid Driver decentralized? I said yes, but I realized I hadn't really thought about it. I just assume it is. I'm sure you know better.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So, yes, it is. Now, it's important to know that this is actually, I'll try to keep this really simple, but it's a very profound concept when you talk about decentralization, right? Because you could make one node and have it, or two nodes, right? And send them out into the big wide world and be decentralized, right? Now, is that really decentralized? Is that really achieving the purpose of what decentralization is, though? Which is many points of failure that prevent a overall failure, which is the opposite of having a centralized control point, like a chokehold, like Binance, that can just say, "Oh, your funds are locked," or Coinbase Pro.
There's an ARB. You can't withdraw that now every time.
Yeah, we're having maintenance issues again. Don't know what's going on. We're supposed to be the best technology.
No, that's planned. They want to do the ARB without me. That's at least the how it feels.
This is the age of the retail investor, the crypto cave, the cave dweller that is going to win this game, and that's what excites me too, because it's you can't fool me, Coinbase. I'm off your platform. I use you as little as possible because I know you're going to do this, and unfortunately for the people that are still stuck on there, learn about this DeFi madness that we're talking about. It's not madness, it's good stuff. But learn about it, soak it in, and if you have questions, then join us and ask those questions. Come to the Crypto Cave, check us out, and you'll probably get most of your questions answered. So, did you want to pull up the? Did we find the
No,
ticker?
he
Or
wants us to take a good deep look into it, not just pull it up real
oh,
quick, which I
not right
totally
now.
respect. Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Oh, is it on Polygon, or
yeah. He
I
says it's
just
on
see
Polygon.
Polygon? Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
so we'll look a little more into
yeah,
that later.
yeah, absolutely. I'm actually I could talk about Augury, but why don't we do them together if they're a combo?
Yeah, we can do it along with other stuff with Polygon. Exactly.
Oh, cool. Okay, so he's okay. This added follow up comment here. This is, I feel like you should see. So in a launch, anonymous project. I still am kind of like anonymous. Not a fan
That's what
personally.
I
And
was
then
remembering when I said Augury. I had just a little bit of a pullback from my heart that concerned me a little bit.
it's worked out for what's like the biggest success story.
Or how about the worst? How about the worst? There was
Well, a lot.
creator, Claymore, a creator for Ethereum mining. They got pushed and pushed and pushed. We want you public. We want you public. We want you public. Disappeared. Okay, it's not just some kind of conspiracy on the web. They're gone. They went
Yeah,
from an
yeah.
on to gone. Maybe
Well,
they figured out
and,
another way
and
to go on and on, but something terrible could have happened. I don't know.
well, and that's the
You know,
dangerous thing about it. Like, so again, we've been doing such due diligence. We're gonna, well, essentially we're building the first tokenized community basically with CryptoCave, right? And if it's not pretty clear which chain we like a lot, hopefully it is becoming more clear.
watch more videos; it'll become clear.
We had a huge Twitter poll, went out to do due diligence, got great
And there's a lot of
feedback.
support for Polygon too. But just
There
please
was.
understand that as the poll went on, more and more and more said both. So that is a
And
strong goal for the future. But we probably have to start one place first.
exactly. The point is that, okay, if our goal is to be like, right now it's crypto trading, right? But essentially, the more people that join, it's more about crypto, and you have NFT section. If you want to learn blockchain development, right? It's just your crypto crew, your family, the crypto cave. You're all into this whole crypto stuff. So it will evolve in that way, but to start, it makes sense to go with one place, the best place, and then teach people from there. And that was some good feedback we actually received by some of the people engaging. So yeah, so that's what we're building. And the point I was saying is that when you really think about these things through, you can come to very good tokenomic design that rewards people who want to be part of that community, who want to be part of that movement of whatever you're about, whether it's a decentralized lending platform or borrowing platform or a DEX or a liquid driver, right? But I think I totally went long-winded on the decentralization thing.
It's okay. I think we're probably going to wrap up point unless there's something big in Fantom or any of the projects that we haven't mentioned today. Is there anything else that comes to mind that's big other than everything in the ecosystem is just right now?
Yes, yes. Cheers, Fish. Thanks for your engagement and questions, and we'll look into those other ones for you. Yes. So, but to answer I don't know if.
Please forgive me. I
Go
just
ahead.
thought of one more tie-in, so we can tie in the fish thought there. Listen, there's a lot of known people on camera with faces with names working on Fantom. Totally different feeling. Just a thought. What were you going to say there, Weston? Sorry, that just really felt it in my soul, so I had to say that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll just say it. I'm extremely bullish on Fantom for many, many reasons. I think that are I'm trying to articulate. I'm trying to like scream from the rooftop, like, "Hey, look what's happening!" They had more transactions than Ethereum yesterday. Just think about that. Just think about it. But to answer your question, yes, it's decentralized because this is a protocol that's built on Fantom. So Fantom is they have like I would like to see them have more validators, which are the points or nodes that allow for the network to remain decentralized. I want to say they had like 46 live or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going off my memory, but yeah, they're a decentralized network. So I would imagine the goal is to continually add more. I don't know for sure, but yeah, that's in my mind sufficiently decentralized.
Well, when
And
it's decentralized, it means that people can add to the ecosystem. When it's closed, like some projects, a few come to mind that concern me, there's a set number of people that can be involved. When it's decentralized, it can be added to. You can decide to grow the ecosystem, and the ecosystem can't say no to you if you play by the rules.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, I guess. Well, it's almost like you're talking about open finance now, really, which is, the internet of value, and that's kind of another way to describe crypto, which is the internet. We're all connected, right? Of value transfer in all these different protocols and currencies and whatnot. And if you're on the Fantom network, well, yeah, of course you're going to be. You're part of that. You're decentralized. It's you access this via a decentralized non-custodial wallet.
Which is why it's so smooth and easy to work with all these different dexes at the same time in Fantom, because the moment you're not in a contract, all the dexes can see it. And if they have contracts that work with that, then you can use those funds in those places.
Yes. And here's so GitHub. It's where the software developers, right? Which I'm learning to become one myself, which is I love actually. I'm kind of a nerd, it's fine. I like it. But GitHub is where people work on open source software and collaborate. And most of these projects have their code literally listed online for you to review. So like, if you were to become a smart contract auditor, or you wanted to look at like, the contracts of, well, yeah, let's go back. Well, I don't need to go into all this. But like, okay, MasterChef V2. So, okay, they're using Open Zeppelin. I like that. That's great. So here's some notes. Okay, that's important to know. These are these / in the contract code are notes for you as a developer or anybody who's reading it, just to be aware of. And then the actual code is this component here. Usually ends with the squirrely bracket there. So I did see another question though come up that I wanted to answer. Big into, was it this one here, Corey? Are we big into? Are we big into Spooky Swap?
I can take that one real quick. I kept getting it wrong. Weston finally got it through my skull. XBoo's not something different. It's just your boo that is staked.
You said that very well.
When you stake your boo, you get XBoo to say, I've got this. And the reason why let's say you had a few hundred boo and you staked it, and suddenly it's this little tiny decimal. I thought I had lost money. It's actually because it's telling you the size, the portion of the pool that you have. That's the number. And
this is what he's talking about.
Yes, that little guy right there. That's right.
So
you can make more if you stake two things at once, one against the other. You can collect fees and interest. However, sometimes I just have some odd money out, and I have some money working in Boo, and it's and it's not just that one. That's the step one. If you scroll down, step two, you can choose a second item to get back. So
And
in
this is
my,
new, by the way. This
yeah,
is new.
I got into it as soon as I saw it because I was like, okay, well, I'm staking FTM against Boo. I'm getting Boo. Well, if I go into from Boo into a contract called X Boo, then I can get some more FTM. See how it kind of, sorry about hitting my mic,
Yeah.
it sort of kind of rolls around for you.
Yeah, yeah. No, you can get exactly. I mean, it's like I mean, and think about it. These are assets right now that are also appreciating rapidly, right? So these APRs, it's nothing to really, not, what's the word, like, take lightly. Again, look at, let me pull this layout up here where it's just, how do I just want the one, here we go. Uh, this is a little better to see. So this is Tarot. Here's Rep Phantom. Here's Scream. I don't know if these are loading quick enough on the screen, but
No.
but but they're really, really. Oh my goodness! Did Spirit just?
Did something happen in Spirit?
Yes, something happened to Spirit.
Spirit shot up like a rocket.
Now,
That is everyone who is maybe one of the things, the effects on that is Spirit die. That's what I had to get out of quickly and spend extra money to get out of because it was shooting
well,
up so much that
I probably got
I didn't want to
liquidated
get
on a position, to
liquidated.
be honest.
What's
Yeah,
that?
if this is true, I likely got my position in that one liquidated. If this is true, I
Yeah, because
had,
I have some against FTM. Let's take a look at my
if it's
position
really
real quick.
57. Well, yeah, I've noticed that the Keck tools on Liquid Driver and Spirit Swap is actually off. Here, let's refresh this. Because
Yeah, I'm
remember when we checked the...
refreshing right now. My TWAP price was 7, and I was okay between 2.9 and 17. This is
I think it was
what's
just...
lucky is I just decided to, instead of be like a 5 leverage, I decided, I'm going to go to bed soon. I'm just do like a 3 leverage, and that gives me tons of room for the price to move in case one of them takes off and not the other.
Yeah, it really does. But no, so I think that was just like a... we saw that the other night. That was just like a flash up. I don't know why this is not loading quickly here. But
And
it...
understand too, something brilliant about Fantom. If you are in a
See,
leveraged pool, it's
there we
a
go.
TWAP price. It's weighted against time, the T and the W. It's weighted against time so that if something flashes, you don't liquidate off of a flash.
Yes, which I'm so happy Tarot implemented. I mean, again, just back to... I can't say enough good things about Tarot. Well, and Liquid Driver and a lot of these protocols, but they design that to protect you from that type of event liquidating you, which has happened to so many people when you use a time weighted average price. So just know that that's an extra mechanism in place designed by the protocol, which is probably why it has so much confidence in people like Trey Nichols and I who do this all day. The question is, what is the IFO boost single stake option? I'm not sure what you mean by that. This right here. So this was their initial farm offering. You could single side stake, meaning not have to take your boo, put it in a liquidity, not provide liquidity provisioning, being a market maker to then earn boo. You could just take your boo, stake it, get X boo, so you're avoiding impermanent loss. That's specifically what that is. Hopefully that understand or answers your question, gives you better understanding. That, however, is coming to an end because they've got this whole new thing going here, and
They've
they're...
upgraded. Yep.
Yeah, they've upgraded,
And
and
I know I
they started...
emphasized getting the WFTM out of it, but if you need more Scream for your goals, if you need more any of
I mean,
these
look at these
protocols,
APRs.
Yeah.
This is kind of crazy. And again, just to talk to, so why don't we wrap up on this? Cause we've probably done a good job covering, again, overall Fantom as the ecosystem. They've got NFTs, they've got Arshin, the NFT marketplace that I think will replace OpenSea, and especially after OpenSea's debacle last night, uh, which is understandable. Again, to give them credit, they had quite amount of traffic, but that's coming to Fantom. The gaming, I don't know how this shapes up, but I have a feeling it's going to be pretty sweet. And then the DeFi, the use cases are they're just exceptional, and we're watching it right in front of us unfold. So be a part of it early while you can. And again, for some more hints. I like giving hints to people that I don't know the answer to, but
don't upset our third partner now. Don't say too much.
So total value locked on Spooky Swap is $385 million. Okay.
Didn't they just celebrate $100 million?
Yeah, not too long ago. And what I'd really like you to look at is these collabs that they have, and look at the last one in the lower right, and just see if that rings any bells.
Yes. I just saw them show up on Cream as well. And maybe they were there before, but I noticed them when they spiked very high interest this afternoon.
So there's some, how do you say it? There's some stuff that you should be aware of that's important, I think, that no one has factual documentation or proof of. But I mean, that's enough proof for me to say, well, take note of that, right? They're saying we're collaborating with Year in Finance. That's a huge deal. So and then these other ones aren't like shabby either. So yeah, when we're talking about TVL, I know Spirit Swap was like at also just off to the races. These are the two biggest dexes. They're the Uniswap, Sushi Swap equivalent on Fantom. 158 million. Are like, oh my goodness.
That was the one that just cost 100, I bet, because they're at 158. They just celebrated it. I was retweeting and hearting, and they're halfway again to the next 100 million. Yeah.
It's anyway, remarkable.
We have to cut ourselves off. It is late. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Well, and I gotta check on my trade. I hope I didn't get liquidated. If that,
I did not any of mine, and if we're in some of the same ones, I think you'll be okay.
Okay, good. And yes, thank you, Corey. That exactly. I think it does seem redundant, and that's why they're phasing it out. So. On that note, we'll wrap it up. If this was of value to you, which I hope it was, I hope you're interested in, I hope you can kind of feel the enthusiasm that we have for crypto and what's coming. It's a wonderful opportunity that is being presented to the world, I guess is how I would distill it. And you can choose to be a part of it by learning about it, engaging in it, trading in it. There's a community that we're building called the Crypto Cave that you can join, become a member of, and learn to become a better trader, so you benefit economically. But also, there's so much more that crypto can do, and we're all about that as well. So we want to just spread that. And I'll leave you with the closing note. Then, Trey and Nichols, anything else to add?
Bed, I said. To bed, I said. No. Crypto Cave is incredible. Please come check it out. There's more alpha there in the server than we can ever put out on video. We do our best to share with our members. There is a small freemium area. There is a 7-day free trial. Why is it so short? Because it's too good.
Boom. Yep. Mic drop right there. All right. Cheers. Well, thank you for tuning in, everybody. We will see you soon, hopefully in the Crypto Cave. Otherwise, we'll be back with some more alpha. So make sure to subscribe, hit the icon bell so you get notified, because crypto moves like at the speed of cheetah, like I was saying earlier, fast, very fast. And then we will talk to you soon. All right.
Trade safe.
Trade safe. Gotcha. Cheers.